Today, I'm not reviewing a book. I'm not quoting an author. Today, I'm talking about you, about that silent power inside you, the one you've ignored for years. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe life has trained you to believe that you're too late, too weak, or too ordinary to do something great. But today, I want to remind you of a truth. The real prison is not your age, your background, or your money. It's the limits you believe in. And to prove that, let me tell you a true story. A story that shattered every rule the world believed in. A race no human should attempt. The year is 1983, Australia. A brutal event is about to begin. The Sydney to Melbourne ultramarathon. This wasn't a normal marathon. It wasn't 5 kilometers, 42 kilometers, or even 100 kilometers. It was 875 kilometers. Imagine running from one end of Nepal to the other twice. That's how insane this race was. Top athletes came from across the world. Young, powerful, super fit runners. They trained for years. They had coaches, nutritionists, sports scientists. Their shoes were engineered for perfection. No ordinary human even dreamed of participating. But then, as the cameras rolled and the crowd watched, a strange silence fell, because walking toward the starting line was not a young athlete, but a 61-year-old man, a thin, wrinkled, weather-beaten farmer named Cliff Young. He wasn't wearing running shorts. He wasn't wearing sports shoes. He had on an old shirt, baggy pants, and rubber work boots. People thought he was lost. A reporter laughed and asked, "Sir, are you here to watch the race?" Cliff smiled. "No, I'm here to run." The entire crowd burst out laughing. "You run 875 kilometers? At your age? You're too old. You'll collapse. This race is for young professionals." But Cliff didn't argue. He didn't explain. He just stood quietly at the starting line, waiting for the gun to fire. When the race begins, the impossible happens. The race started with explosive energy. The young athletes surged forward like lightning. Cliff started too, but his running style shocked everyone. He didn't run, he shuffled, a slow, awkward motion, feet dragging lightly on the ground. People laughed even harder. "This old man won't survive 10 kilometers. Someone stop him before he dies." News channels joked about him. Spectators made fun of him, but Cliff kept moving, one slow step at a time. By the end of day one, all the top athletes had run 18 hours and then stopped to sleep, exactly as sports science instructed. But Cliff, he kept going. He didn't stop. Not after 18 hours, not after 20, not after 24. He ran through the entire night. When people woke up and looked at the leaderboard, they were shocked. Cliff Young was still running. Reporters rushed to him. "Why didn't you stop to sleep?" Cliff replied gently, "I didn't know we were supposed to." This wasn't ignorance. This was pure innocence, pure purpose. The second day, tables turned. Day 2 began. The elite athletes woke refreshed after 6 hours of sleep and started running again. But the impossible had already happened. Cliff Young had reduced the gap. He was no longer last. He was catching up. The laughter decreased. The curiosity increased. But the athletes stuck to their routine. Run 18 hours, sleep 6. Because that's how you should run an ultramarathon. That was the rule. But Cliff didn't know the rule. He only knew how to move forward. So day 2 ended. Again, the professional slept. Again, Cliff ran the whole night. Day 3, day 4, day 5. He never stopped. By day 4, he was leading the race. By day 5, he was miles ahead. And on day 5, hour 15, minute 4, Cliff Young crossed the finish line. The world was silent. A 61-year-old farmer wearing rubber boots won the toughest race on earth. Not just one, he broke the world record by almost 2 days. When reporters surrounded him, they asked, "How did you do this? What was your strategy?" Cliff smiled again. "I just kept going." Then they told him he won $10,000. He was shocked. He didn't know there was prize money. And what did he do? He gave all the money to the other runners. He said, "They worked hard too. We should share." That day, Cliff Young became a legend. Why did Cliff win? The hidden psychology. Now the real question is, how did a 61-year-old man outrun elite athletes? The answer is simple. The professionals were prisoners of their knowledge. Cliff was free because he didn't know the limits. The young athletes believed you must sleep 6 hours. You must run a certain way. You must follow expert rules. Cliff believed you move forward until the finish line. One belief allowed action. The other belief created limitations. This is what psychologists call learned helplessness. When you are repeatedly told this is how things are, you stop exploring what you can do. You accept limitations that aren't even real. This is exactly what happens in life. People say you need a degree to be successful. You need money to start anything. You can't change after 30. Life is fixed. Your destiny is fixed. These are nothing but mental cages. But Cliff Young was never trained by society. He grew up running behind sheep for days without rest. That became his belief. That became his strength. He won because his mind was free. The beginner's mind, your hidden superpower. In Zen philosophy, there is a concept called Shoshin, the beginner's mind. A beginner has no assumptions, no rules, no fear of looking foolish. A beginner only sees possibilities. Cliff ran with a beginner's mind. He didn't care how he looked. He didn't care if people laughed. He didn't care about expert rules. He cared only about the finish line. And here is the truth. The moment you stop caring about rules made by others, you start discovering your real power. Neuroplasticity, the science behind limitless potential. Modern neuroscience proves something astonishing. Your brain is not fixed. It can rewire itself. Your limits are not real. They are patterns your brain has learned. If you repeatedly think, I can't, I'm too old, I'm not talented, your brain builds neural pathways that reinforce those thoughts. But if you start thinking, I will try, I will improve, I will keep going, your brain begins to rewire for strength and resilience. This is the same principle behind meditation, habit building, and self-transformation. Your brain changes when your thoughts change. Cliff's brain was wired through years of farm work. Running long distances without rest was normal for him. The experts saw limits. Cliff saw possibility, and possibility always wins. Purpose over prize. Another extraordinary part of Cliff's story is this. He didn't even know about the prize money. He didn't run to become famous. He didn't run to prove anything. He didn't run for reward. He ran because it was part of his identity, part of his purpose. When your purpose is pure, your energy becomes unstoppable. Your real race is inside you. Now let's talk about you. Maybe people have told you you can't do this. You're not smart enough. You're not young enough. You're not talented enough. Maybe you've believed them, but here's the truth. The world doesn't decide your limits. Your mind does. You have Cliff Young inside you, a version of you that doesn't care about age, rules, opinions, or limits. A version that wants to run freely. A version that wants to grow. And that version is waiting for the moment you stop living by rules you never agreed to. The moment you tell yourself, I will keep going. I won't stop to sleep. I won't follow limits that aren't mine. And when you do, you'll discover a truth bigger than any motivation. You are far more powerful than you think, and your best version is still ahead of you. The Cliff Young mindset. Summarized. 1. Move forward no matter what. Slow is okay. Stopped is not. 2. Don't let society write your rule book. Their limits are not your limits. 3. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. 4. Consistency beats talent. Just like Cliff's shuffle beat elite athletes. 5. Purpose creates power. When your reason is strong, your energy becomes infinite. 6. Age is not a limit. Doubt is. 7. Don't stop to sleep when your dream is awake. Final message. You may not be the fastest. You may not be the strongest. You may not have the fancy shoes or elite training. But remember this. You don't need to look like a champion to become one. Just keep moving. Keep trying. Keep pushing. Run your race like Cliff Young. And one day, you'll cross a finish line the world thought you could never reach. Thank you.